Rick.
Alright, we'll go ahead and silence your phones when we start. We'll now call the Madison County Board of Adjustments meeting February 20th, 2025 order. Can you call the roll, please?
Brian Robinson. Keith Park.
Here.
Keith Weaver.
Here.
Ken Owens.
Here.
Ralph Hall.
Here. First thing we have is the approval of minutes from our last meeting. We'll look over them. See if you see anything wrong with them. I'll open the floor for a motion.
I make a motion we approve the minutes from the previous meeting.
Have a motion, have a second. Have a motion, second. Call the roll, please.
Keith Weaver.
Yes.
Ken Owens.
Yes.
Brian Robinson.
Yes.
Keith Park.
Yes.
Ralph Hall.
Yes. Next, we have some old business on the agenda, and so we tabled the 1560 gravel lick road last month. So Mr. Adams is here with some information for us. So I think we need a motion.
Yeah, we need a motion to bring it off the table.
Yeah, so can I get a motion to take it off the table so we can discuss?
I'll make a motion to take it off the table.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Brian Robinson.
Yes.
Keith Park.
Yes.
Ken Owens.
Yes.
Keith Weaver.
Yes.
Ralph Hall.
Yes.
So just to bring you all up to speed, this is the property right here. So I went out to the property after the last meeting and actually did a little more measuring and figuring that this is the area he wants to go in. Well, his original request was for 20 feet from Center Road. Well, that put him right smack dab in the middle of the easement. So he's amended his application. I don't know if y'all have that application in front of you.
How about that? Yes.
He amended that to change that from 20 feet to 30 feet. So he's going 10 feet farther. He has met with the utility company. If you want to come on up and in case they have any questions for you. Told him as long as that is a 20-foot easement down underneath that utility pole, which is 10 feet in each direction. So if he goes another 10 feet to that 30, he's hoping to get 31 or 32, but he's going to ask for 30 just in case. If you've been to the property right about here, it drops off down to the creek pretty severely. That's the change in the application. I'll let him tell you what else he's done since the last meeting, and we'll take it from there.
So I applied for an encroachment permit, and we staked off the location of that.
And that's the road part, right?
Yes. I did not get that back. I talked to them today, so because of the snow, I guess.
Yeah, they've been a little bit of this.
Did you happen to bring your certificates from the?
Like I said,
Yeah.
I got a floodplain certificate.
Yes.
I got my application for encroachment. I've got a bunch of stuff here. I know.
Sure. Just want to pass around so Keith there, pass it around.
Is the encroachment, is that the utility easement they're talking about? If you build within it, does that encroachment permit your?
the encroachment permit is from the road department.
What encroachment are you talking about?
The drive.
Okay.
He's encroaching on the county road. The county road department has to approve all of those. Yeah.
I think you guys have that. I did a drawing.
Yeah.
I thought you did.
I actually have my little packet in the truck. Would it be okay to run and grab it really quick? And I just,
Yeah.
cause I didn't bring it in, I didn't know.
I've got it.
Yeah, if you don't care, cause I don't have it in front of me. I appreciate it. I didn't know what the status of this was. He's going to talk about this tonight or not, so I apologize.
This is my floodplain permit. And then I got pictures of the property. I also spoke to the, I spoke to the water company. It's South Madison Water, I think I have right. And they went out and flagged. There's a picture there. It's not the greatest, but, and I have it on my phone. I can forward it to you and text it. It's color where you can zoom in, zoom out if that doesn't work. It is like 6 foot. It's on my side of the road, and it's roughly 3 to 6 foot off the road all the way down through there.
You're really running that up right away.
He says it goes over the culvert.
If you go to 30, you'll be outside of it too.
Yes.
Yes.
And the last thing that I did, and I don't have any written thing on it, but I met with the electric company, which I've forgotten who they are, and I met with a engineer, and he was telling me that 10 foot from the electric line is fine. He gave me some deals on that.
Did you also speak with, or correspond with a couple of the neighbors that were here last time?
Yes, I sent certified mail to the three neighbors that came last time, and Kenneth Leventree, who's the first man, he called me, we had a really good conversation.
Where's he at?
That's the guy
He is-
falling across the street.
Yeah, he's straight across, his mailbox is right there in that area.
So he's right here.
Yeah, I honestly not been up there, but
This is his driveway, this is the pole that we're talking about, so you're gonna be right in here.
Yep.
Right kind of across from his driveway.
and I'll tell you what, I don't know if it's okay, I won't speak it for him, he's not here, we can't prove it, but he said he's fine with it. He actually recommended that I call the water company. So he said, you know, he wanted to make sure it's not, in other words, it was a recorded conversation.
So now, it's going from a 20 foot to 30 foot, so now that's just a 20 foot variance now, so 30 foot variance,
That's when it varies.
20 foot variance, 30 foot setback. Does anybody else have any questions for Mr. Adams? That one is for, is that floodplain review?
I have my deed here too, I don't know if that helps. The deed to the
In first, see, first, or whatever it was.
Yeah, on that floodplain, yeah. Yeah, showing that line.
I passed it down, I think,
Sorry for that. Anybody else have any questions, Mr. Adams? If not, at this time, I'll open the floor for a motion. Does anybody else want to speak on? That's not speaking, so. Can't speak on this, it's not a public forum, so there's nobody can speak on this, sorry.
Seems to me that he's done everything that was required of him, and you crossed your i's and dotted your t's very well, so you've done a good job doing that, so appreciate it.
just to clarify, you're gonna be 10 more feet the other side of that power line there.
Yes, yes.
So that was my mistake too, Mr. Adams. Once we had a forum on a meeting, it's no longer a public forum for yours, because we tabled it. So we put it off the table, so now we can discuss it and ask you questions, and that's it, we're on public, okay?
Yeah.
So this time, you guys don't have any more questions, I'll open up the floor for a motion.
I'll make a motion, that we approve a 20-foot variance on the front of the property, reducing the setback from 50 feet to 30 feet, at 1560 Gravel Lake Branch Road, Waco.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Call roll, please.
Keith Weaver,
Yes.
Kim Holmes,
Yes.
Brian Robinson,
Yes.
Keith Clark,
Yes.
Ralph Hall.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Adams, and Mr. Brian's got all your original documents there.
All right.
Scott, I'll be in touch with you. We're ready to call, we need paperwork ready for you, you can come out of office, pick it up, get it recorded, and you can go.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks for your help on it.
All right.
All right, next on the agenda, we have a conditional use for 2476 Barnes Mill Road. Andrew Simpson. Mr. Simpson, come up, tell us your name and address, please.
Andrew Simpson,
76 Boozy Ridge Road.
You agree with truthful and accurate information as it pertains to this case? Okay, Mr. Simpson, tell us what you'd like to do today.
Request a conditional use permit, for 2476 Barnwell Road, for, event space.
Okay.
We'll need a full ordinance to answer that. What do you mean, wedding, birthdays?
Mostly, yeah, there'll be some weddings there, but mostly we're looking for, ag education. So me and my wife, we're on a young farmer state committee for the Kentucky Farm Bureau, and that's kind of their big push is to get more young people, down in grade school all the way up to 35 years old, to be more in touch with, how things work. That's kind of what we're shooting for. We're also, do flowers and stuff like that. Sell, some meat and just have kids from the community come to our farm and be able to look at animals that they probably don't get to see in town. We're gonna use this as an event space. It's gonna be super nice. People can come and do all kinds of things there, ag related. Hopefully have friends here, extension agents come out, maybe do some courses and things like that.
So I think what they're looking for is, what you're asking for in terms of occupant load, hours of operation, days of operation. They can't just give you a bunch of checks, they do every month. So they gotta put some.
Yeah, so I talked to Ralph a little bit, but we've got at least 2 acres there that we're gonna utilize for parking. So, roughly 250 people, I would say would be the max. And as far as signage and stuff goes, we talked about that. We're gonna do a little bit of signage, but obviously we're not gonna put it on where it's impeding anybody's view. Other than that,
Signage is probably gonna be a tough, situation, normally on conditional use permit. There's no signage allowed, now, there's nothing that says you can't put a sign up that says, Simpson Farms or, something advertising, with your name on or something, but to put a business sign advertising a business in an agriculture zone, that's something we'll have to discuss, but the board doesn't have the authority to circumvent the regulations, even though they're, may or may not issue a conditional use permit, the signage regulations would still pertain, but that's something we can work out later.
And would it be possible for him to put out a sign on the day of an event?
And Ralph and I talked about that, so we have a couple wedding venues, in the county that they don't have signs up normally, but on the day of an event, they'll put their daily event outside, wedding gear, or, if you have an event coming up, sure, for one day, but not to leave out all the time.
We had a previous applicant, we talked about this too, the Balloons are doing something similar to this on C-27. They're gonna put a Balloon Farm sign out, and underneath it, I think the wife talked about putting hangers, and when they had an event, she could hang the event sign on there, and when the event was over, something similar to that.
yeah, that's more in line with what I was talking about there.
Are you gonna utilize is this gonna be an outdoor event venue, or are you gonna utilize the barn or the house, or?
The barn is gonna be utilized for the event space. We're gonna add on to the back of it, go 40 or 60 feet off the back, and, it'll be outdoor, but it'll be covered, and then the barn will be completely finished as far as.
Meeting space, just assembly, gallery type space, get people out of the way.
Yes.
So what's your hours of operation, you think that?
No later than 11 o'clock, I wouldn't imagine. I've never been to a wedding that lasts longer than that unless it's on somebody's, private farm, that, whatever they do, but,
Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I don't plan on doing anything on Sundays. It's usually the day I try to take off for family, but, Friday, Saturdays, and I would say some through the week, because I know a lot of the extension programs they run Monday through Friday.
So Monday through Saturday.
I would say Monday through Saturday.
Perfect, thank you.
Starting at what, about 10 a.m.?
I would say, yeah.
10 to 11, like 10 a.m. to 11 p.m.
This is gonna continue to be just gonna be strictly the use of this property, you continue to farm the rest of it? Is there area of the, was 50 acres?
22 and a half.
22. So this space is gonna encompass a certain percentage of that, and you'll continue farming the rest of it?
Yeah, the rest of it will be 100% ag. And technically speaking, I feel like the barn's still gonna be used for ag programs as well, so nothing's really changing, as far as that goes. It's, all the ridges and stuff should have flowers and, down in the hollers and stuff, I'm like fenced off, and my cattle and chickens, whatever else.
So you foresee a retail aspect of this where people will come, kind of like one greenhouse where they'll come and
Yes.
buy your products and buy your flowers and you meat and whatever else?
Yeah, I would do.
So would that be that'll be in addition to the meeting space and the weddings and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, that will be located where the house is.
So basically, year round, we're saying Monday through Saturday,
Yes.
what you're talking about.
Is this the only entrance to the property?
No, so it is currently what it looks like there, but, I've got some aerial photos. There's actually a drive that goes around the house there. It's a circle drive, and then there's a drive that goes back to the farm. It's all gravel, it's just got grass in it, because the people that lived there before passed away, and, the lady that was taking care of it wasn't in great health.
Do you know any of, or have you talked to any of your neighbors? For Posey, that's pretty densely populated there, do you?
If I don't know them personally, I know of them, about everybody down through there, and everybody knows exactly what's going on, and,
Yeah, I think we got one call, and it was just somebody just wanting some more information about the, saw the sign or whatever.
yeah, usually the sign like that goes up, people put trailer parks in.
You said you're gonna have an entryway and an exitway, right, they won't be both using this, it'll be one way, and you said you're gonna have another one right here, right?
Yes, there's the left, just the left of the cursor there is gonna be all parking, and then where your pin is there is gonna be a drive, and then also to the right a little bit, there'll be a little bit more, some gravel lot, basically, drives.
Yeah, I was trying to coordinate with the picture here.
So just to clarify, there won't be one entrance and exit every two.
Yeah, at least, they'll be wide enough, you can come in and out.
And that's a three-way, it's a three-way stop right there.
See that?
Yeah.
Well, circle drive, yeah, I seen it on,
So they're all three, so there's no oncoming traffic right there when you're on this.
No, it's a three-way stop, and not everybody stops at the stop sign.
That's right. That's
They
a
do not stop.
That's a slow down sign.
Is it
right there.
three-way? I
Yeah.
thought it was just one.
No, it was one way for years and years and years until about a year or two ago.
Okay, yeah, I just knew you had to stop top of
It was
Brown Hill, I didn't know you had to stop on actually Boozy.
It's more of a suggestion, I think.
It's a suggestion.
So is this, do you live on the property?
No, so we live at 3026 Ridge, about approximately 4.5 miles from this property down the road.
So it already has, I know you talked about trash disposal,
Yeah,
sewage, electricity, everything's already.
yeah, the sewage is not done, which we just acquired the property back in October and closed in December. So I'm waiting on everything to fall out so I can put septic in, but,
That house and that's it?
nothing down there, septic, it's all over and somebody.
So there's no,
You're putting, what you said you're gonna put multiple septic, you're putting septic
Oh,
in the
yeah.
barn and then septic in the house.
Yeah, my family has all septic tanks and stuff. I'll get that covered, septic falls out.
Anybody else have any questions or comments you want to be with this?
What type of outdoor lighting do you plan on having down there?
So right now, it's just got a temp, light from Bluegrass Energy, but
Just
they're like,
electric on light?
yeah, and then the barn's got lights, the house obviously got lights. But as far as outdoor, there will be some sort of.
Nothing significant though that would.
Not like Chanel's got right now, but why do you think?
Oh, that one's off.
how many, events do you plan on trying to have, like, per month? Or even, I don't know, every 6 months?
I couldn't tell you, I mean, hopefully, as many, as one of participate out there, as far as ag education goes, I know Jonathan Shelley spoke a few weeks ago, and they're doing a big initiative right now, wanting people to get, grade school kids on the farm for field trips and stuff, so we would like to do that. I'd like to have every school in the county come out and, get to look at couldn't tell you, couldn't even give you a ballpark on how many events we'll have.
All right, Mr. Simpson, we'll let you sit down, there's some people here who want to speak, if they have any questions, we'll have them come back up and answer. Next speaker here, want to come up and speak? Tell us your name, Madison.
So my name is Danny Miller, this is Deborah Rocky, my wife, we live at 2455 Orange Mill Road. Just a matter of a couple of hundred feet down from the property across the street from where this is at.
You agree to give truthful and accurate information that pertains to this case?
I do.
Sure. Tell us what you.
Very short and sweet is, and so this is for what we understand and what we've heard here today. We love the idea of the use of this property for that. Would love to welcome the Simpson family to our end of the Barnesville Road. And we're looking forward to having this approved and just becoming an agricultural center. I think that is something that will dramatically increase, I think, just the culture of that area of Barnesville Road.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
And for
Appreciate it.
children,
Thank
for
you.
children that have a place.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, thank you all for coming out, I couldn't give you your input.
You said, Bert, record nobody called.
Like I said, just one phone call, sign, and want some more information.
All right. So you don't need some chicken in the truck? You don't have more questions? All right, we don't have any more for Mr. Simpson at this time, and I'll open the floor for motion.
I'll make a motion that we, approve the conditional use permit for the property located at 2476 Barnes Mill Road. This use permit will allow the operation of an event venue limited to 250 people on the property. Hours of operation will be year-round from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. and the days will be Monday through Saturday. There will not be any signage.
Unless it meets the regulation.
That does not meet regulations.
I have a motion, do I have a second? Second. Call the roll, please.
Keith Weaver,
Yes.
Tim Owens,
Yes.
Brian Robinson, Keith Clark,
Yes.
Ralph Hall.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Simpson.
Mr. Simpson will be in touch with some paperwork for you to fill out and you go through it.
Perfect.
Right, where you go? Yep, free to go.
You need anything else? We're right across the road. Get your salad.
Like, Mr. Adams, for example. If we know, I don't know how we do this, there's no way for us to, there's no way for us to make a checklist. That helps us, and he provides that certificate, you know, a floodplain certificate that.
I think y'all do it okay right now. You kind of have to handle those on a case by case basis. Most of the time, things like that are pretty straightforward, pretty cut and dry. That one was complicated because it had a lot of.
I really didn't know what all you needed,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
None of them will be the same each
Yeah.
time.
That's right.
So I just didn't know if it was generic, like, do you all have one,
We do not.
you know?
We have our collective minds, hopefully, to flush out problems like that.
Alright.
And I think it worked good in this case. Maybe go back and do some homework.
Yeah.
He did his due diligence.
Yeah.
He's satisfied his neighbors, he's satisfied, you also.
I make a motion with adjourn.
All right,
I call the roll.
Jared, Ryan Robinson, Keith Park,
Yes.
Tim Owens, Keith Weaver,
Yes.
Ralph Hall.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Get out.
Where got the question?
Please don't make the folder off.
Well, that's, I knew it couldn't, because I, like I said, I knew where that power line was.
Yeah.
I knew there was no way.